Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel where today we're going to be talking about the Packers' Week 1 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Sao Paulo, Brazil, in the first ever game in the South American continent for the NFL, as well as discussing the Jordan Love injury here at the end. I made a short about that a little bit ago when he first got the news. But first, we're going to go through the scoring, then we'll go through the stats, and then we'll talk about Jordan Love and who I think did well for the team who did not do well as well, and look forward to the next few weeks of football. So start off in the first quarter with two Braden Narvison field goals, one for 31 yards, one for 23 yards for a 6-0 Green Bay lead. Second quarter, now that was a very, very fun quarter, with Saquon Barkley catching an 18-yard pass from Jalen Hurts, 7-6 Green Bay. Jaden Reed had a 33-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion did fail. That will come back to bite us later on. 12-7 Green Bay. Saquon Barkley, 11-yard run, 14-12 Green Bay. Jaden Reed, 70-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Love, 19-14 Green Bay. Jake Elliott had a 38-yard field goal, 19-17. Very first drive of the third quarter for Philadelphia, A.J. Brown had a 67-yard touchdown pass, 24-19 Philadelphia. Then Christian Watson had a 2-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Love, 26-24 Green Bay. Saquon Barkley, 2-yard touchdown run to get this 31-26 score. Packers go within two from a Braden Narvison 26-yard field goal, 29-31 deficit. Then Jake Elliott hit a 21-yard field goal to put them up by 5. As you all know, on the following drive, Jordan Love got injured there, which we'll talk about in a bit. So take a look at the box score for the Packers. Jordan Love, 17-34, exactly 50% completion percentage, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, got sacked once. Rating of 83.0, QBR 20.7. Josh Jacobs, after a slow start, had a pretty darn good, decent game. 16 for 84, no touchdowns. Emmanuel Wilson ran really well, 4 for 46. Jaden Reed, 1 for 31 and 33, and that touchdown. Receiving, Jaden Reed was the star of the show, 4 for 138 yards, 1 touchdown. Dobbs, 4 for 50. Kraft, 2 for 37. Jacobs, 2 for 20. Watson, 3 for 13 and a touchdown. Wilson, 2 for 2. And Musgrave and Wicks both played receptions, but had multiple targets as well. Quay Walker had 11 total tackles, 7 solo, 1 tackle for loss, but struggled in the run game at times. Javon Bullard was flying all over the place, 11 total tackles, 7 solo. Keyshawn Nixon, 7 total tackles, 6 solo, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, 1 pass deflection, 2 QB hits. McDuffie, 6 tackles as well. Alexander had 2 pass deflections. Wilson, 2 tackles for loss. He made some splash plays. McKinney, pass deflection. Cooper, pass deflection. Gary had a sack and a pass deflection as well. And Jair Alexander had an interception, and Xavier McKinney also had an interception. Keyshawn Nixon had a bonehead decision to take the kick out at the end of the game. No idea why he did that. Narvison, 3 for 4 from field goals. That missed field goal also being a big key reason why the Packers lost. Along with 31, 2 for 2 and extra points, though. Daniel Whelan, decent punting, 2 for 74 yards, 1 inside the 20 as well. So the big thing from this game is the health of Jordan Love. As the Packers were trying to get down to try to score a miracle touchdown with like 30 seconds left on the game, Jordan Love got sacked. I don't think he got sacked. He threw the ball away, but as he was being brought down, Jalen Carter, the Eagles, held his leg in a weird way, trying to bring him down, rolled over, and left the game with a leg injury. The initial fear, especially after seeing some close replays, seeing a pop in his knee, that it was an ACL tear. Luckily, it was not that. He has an MCL sprain, which will keep him out anywhere between 2 and 6 weeks, most likely putting him at 4 weeks, depending on how well his rehab goes. So worst case scenario avoided for the Packers, but that does leave us without our great quarterback for the next 3 to 4 weeks with either Malik Willis or Sean Clifford as their starting quarterback. I'm not looking too good right now for that. So that'll be discussion a little bit later on. But let's talk about the actual game itself here now. The Packers had opportunities early on to build a gigantic lead. The Eagles came out very sloppy, one with the Jalen Hurts interception that Xavier McKinney had early in the first quarter, and a fumble as well by Jalen Hurts. And the only points that got out were 2 field goals. If you scored 1 touchdown there, this is a completely different game. And the defense, after having some pretty solid first quarter and decent, not okay fourth quarter. Really struggled in the second quarter with the Eagles, and Saquon Barkley ran all over them. Saquon really killed us today, which is not great. Gave up some big plays there as well. A lot of it was, I don't think necessarily the fault of the scheming by Jeff Hafley. I think the scheme itself was very good. I mean, we held Jalen Hurts to 33 yards rushing on the ground and wasn't that efficient in passing either. So I think the idea of containing Jalen Hurts, I saw several times where he tried to roll out the pocket, and there was really good containment by either Preston Smith, Rashawn Gary, or Lucas Van Ness. I think that was fantastic. The issue was when they ran in between the tackles with Saquon Barkley, gave up a lot of big plays there. And I think part of that was due to bad tackling, especially for the linebackers. Quay Walker missed some tackles. D-line did not great on run defense. And also, I really do think that, for the most part, the field condition played a big factor on both teams. Players were slipping all over the place, especially in that first half there until they switched out cleats. Even then, still hard to maintain footing. The field was terribly maintained, and I think both teams really struggled with footing. But the fact that both these teams struggled with the field condition, missed tackles from the defenses, and this was still a competitive, close game, and both offenses looked really good, better than most offenses in the rest of the NFL. I think both these two teams will be okay, especially for the Packers when Jordan Love gets back healthy. But for right now, Philadelphia eked out a close win. Love is not out for the season, which is great. Take a look at the Packers schedule. We were at home against the Indianapolis Colts with Anthony Richardson. He had some big splash plays against the Texans, but had some really bad, dumb plays as well. But he's a very dynamic runner. Be interesting to see the Packers' game plan, how they handle Jalen Hurts is going to be the same that they handle Anthony Richardson. But also got to watch out for Jonathan Taylor. They were at Tennessee, which should be a win because Will Levis looked like complete dog crap. And then we had the Vikings. Now, this is around the time frame Jordan Love might come back either against the Rams or against the Cardinals. But then after that, Texans, Jaguars, Lions, Bears, 49ers, Dolphins, Lions. This is not an easy schedule. We need these early wins to build us up. And Jordan Love being out for that, it is kind of disappointing. But overall, I am disappointed a bit in the consistency of the offense. The defense did not look great either. I don't know what the heck happened there. And then, yeah, Jordan Love's injury is a big bummer, but thankfully it is not a long-term injury and he should be back healthy. Stop it. I don't know what the heck that's going on. So, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.